if you're feeling stressed out and you're in your own home of safety, just grow some plants. What's going on? It's Antoine Cottle here. It's good to meet y'all. Put a name to the face. Online people call me Akai, and I'm here for wellness, I'm here for well-being, I'm here for healing, and that's my world. So I've noticed that companies have been indoctrinating chief wellness officers because the healing world needs, let's just call it the back of the house work. Okay, there are certain people that haven't truly been on the healing front line, but that are still intelligently accommodated for, let's just say, a worldly position. Now, me as now an independent healer, I've been licensed before. I probably take the human body more seriously than most people out here as a massage therapist. But I know that's not all I am. I've done it. The only reason I did massage therapy was so that I can gain some sort of facilitation over my own energy in order to be able to drive another person to peace, or at least to understanding where their lack of peace lies. So there's certain jobs and certain callings, and ultimately any executive position it can't be a calling because somebody's already done it before. If anything, it's just an opportunity. But when it comes down to the understanding of all aspects of the human, I have to apologize for the professionals out there, because ultimately there's nothing that they could actually say about the body that they've experienced through their own hands, through their own mind, without seeing it. So most of it is just paperwork. Most of it is just semantics for the medical industry to accept the wellness as a health, organization. But what they don't understand is that the human is not organized. The human is a ball full of functional materials that are all acting out of chaos, but it's all for a reason. So just remember, it's all for a reason. And when I say intelligently, they intelligently watch the positions of people's health. When I say that, I mean there's an emotional intelligence that takes place that in some ways doesn't apply to actually healing a person. There can always be changes in the environment, but the environment cannot be controlled. All it can be done with it is to adapt to it, for the individual to adapt to it. So yes, I am smoking a cigarette. You want to know why? Because I went to war when I was 19 years old. End of story. But no, this is probably the first one in about a week. I've been cutting back on smoking tobacco a lot, actually, now that I think back, because I only really had 3 tobacco products at all. And I mean not packs of cigarettes either, nothing like that, like maybe 1 or 2 cigars a week. And I used to smoke 3 cigars a day. So, yes, this is a cigarette on video. I'm just keeping it real. I'm just being truly real. And the idea is that now there's an emotional intelligence, and now there's a need to be able to understand where a person is with what they have. And I have a cigarette in my hand. I know where I am with why I have a cigarette in my hand. It's not just something that I'm just impulsively doing, or because I need it, or because the world is acting a certain way that makes me have to. Nothing like that. No. I went to war. I started because I wasn't supposed to come back to America. Plain and simple. I'm going to do this because my entire family did it. It didn't stop, and it wasn't really necessary for me to focus on it at the times. But it's been going on. I've been dealing with this and breaking it down for about 7 years now. And ultimately, when I don't have anything, I don't feel the need to get it. So not primarily. Anyways, the point is, wellness is very extensive, and sometimes there is some lower level insight that can take place with the understanding of the higher forms, the higher positions. Because I do understand a lot of the things that I know, these topics. I just know these things. You know, I didn't have to look up information. I didn't have to do, most of my LinkedIn information is generally overall freehand. Most of the time I can't even remember what I said because it's coming with that flow. And so that's how you know a healer when you see one, or feel one, I should say, because when they write, you'll feel the flow, the metaphor, the simile, the hyperbole. You'll feel it all. And most of the wellness information, they don't make it compelling enough. They can't sometimes interact it with their own experiences, and that's why it seems so step by step. But in reality, there's a mindset behind it, and that mindset is not far and wide. So when you see somebody, oh, they got a good mindset, well, sometimes they have to express that mindset with their mouth, and most times people can't do that. So it kind of shows you what's inside of somebody's mind, but we're all human, so that's all there is to it. But I definitely wanted to be sure, and this is all new information for me as far as the wellness, the chief wellness positions. You know, I mean, they probably need to do more reaching out to people like me just because of the access to resources of insight. Because we already know what the practitioning is like. The practitioning is the repetitive thing. Let's not forget, repetitive things cause pain in the long run. So the repetitiveness of needing to be attentive to wellness, it's going to be there. And there's going to be a lot of ways and a lot of people. There's 8 billion people on this planet. You're trying to tell me that all massage therapists, all healers, all practitioners of all kinds, there's enough to man all them people? Because let's not forget about the well-being of that practitioner themselves, because that's a whole nother ball game. So like I said, I'm putting out as much information. I'm not practicing hands-on anymore, only for close people and my own personal clients. And half the time I don't even charge, because healing shouldn't have a price. That's just me. But the ability for people to grow their performance and everything inside of the workplace, that is something that could be paid for, because ultimately the functionality of the company will benefit more than just the people who was healed inside of that business. So, and I say heal, I don't say cured, I don't say anything like that. I say heal because at some point, a person's soul is going to be able to handle what needs to be done to get out of the feeling they are in. That's all there is to it. So I'm just shooting this out and I need to do more videos for LinkedIn, and I apologize for that. I love writing so much, but I will be talking to y'all soon. Thank you, and I'll see you soon.